Hello there, it's Pedretti Racing. I'm Mike Pedretti, here to talk about my 2013 GT500. I know I haven't been here for a while, but let's just skip through all that. Another video kind of explains all that. However, I've owned this car for what, 3-4 years, and therefore owning this car for that long, I'm one of those guys who can't just leave things alone, if you get the drift. I'm not going to let this collect dust and save it for the next guy. So what I'm going to talk about is the money worth buying one of these GT500s from a guy who actually drives it? Stay tuned. All right, so back at it, shall we? I know the shop is a little dirty. We got done fixing a plow truck in here, solenoid, ground wire. I mean, at least I got a plow truck for the winter. So this is obviously parked for the winter, but I drive it. So let's just get to the point of why I bought a 13, right? I mean, some of us favor the 13, 14s over, I think, almost all of them, right? I say almost because you got those 67s in that era, so it's hard to sit there and say you don't like that era either, the old school classics. Excuse me. But yeah, so the 13 and 14 here has always been a dream. Technically, owning a GT500 in general has always been the dream. So to own this one, this specific one, has been, it's like a godsend, all right? So what made me choose the 13, or you could say 14 model, the 5.8s, over the rest of them? Well, for one, owning a 67, it's going to be costing you a lot, quite the penny. Not saying this ain't cheap either, but let's just be realistic. The body style of this is amazing. The 5.8, amazing. The TR6060, the 6B, amazing, all right? It's an all-around, beefed-up, raw car, and I love it. The power behind it, that pack-a-punch in there, that 662 from the factory. I'm not saying I'm really factory anymore, but you get the point. It's just, I don't know. The 2020s, they just don't sell me. So, I think they got that turn thing, the turn dial down below to change things, and I don't know. It's just not what I think Carroll Shelby would have built in a GT500. That's just my opinion. The 13 and 14s to me are the last of the true GT500s. You can hate me. Tell me what you think in the comments. Just like the new Super Snakes that are out there now and how they have just basically a 5.0 with a Whipple on them and they call them a Super Snake. And it's basically a dressed up GT, I don't know. Back in these days, they take a GT500 and make it a Super Snake. And this new era, or the modern stuff, I mean, not saying this isn't modern either, but the new stuff, they don't really take a GT500 and make it a Super Snake. They just grab basically a Mustang GT 5.0 platform and make it a Super Snake by throwing a Whipple on it, or whatever, wide body. It's just, I don't know. It's just, you can go buy a GT, Whipple it, and be about the same. Go to eBay and put some snake badges. Don't do that. Don't do that. Here's the thing. This model is my favorite. The looks, the glass roof, I mean, that's just an added bonus, right? But the looks, the dominant power behind this car, I mean, it's legendary. So that's why I chose this over the others. I like the 07 to 09s. They're nice, they're mint, they're cool, 5.4. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. They're nice cars. But owning these, or even the, I think 10, 11, 12s, have the upgraded suspension, a little bit better tech, so on. But the same applies for the 13 and 14s. These are just the better GT500 overall. So hopefully you guys maybe agree with me. If you don't, like I said, leave a comment. Tell me what's your favorite GT500s. This, by the way, is a 13 GT500. Now here's another thing we'll get at. Price range, I mean, you're looking at with this model, roughly in that 50, 55, 60,000, but it all depends on the miles, how the car is, it's been touched or modified, stuff like that. What I paid is up in the upper 60s. The reason being is I bought this car with basically 2,000 miles on it. I mean, pretty low. Do I have that now? Hell no. Because like I said, I drive it. I think I'm around the 16, close to 17,000 mark. Hey, I have fun with this car, right? Now, I'll be honest. Every single time I get into this car, there's a smile on my face. This makes every problem I have basically disappear. It's a car that I just feel alive in, and compared to, other Mustangs or Camaros or Chargers, Challengers, even Corvettes. This car, it's something else. I know some people are going to look at this and be like, well, it's just a Mustang. But you're really forgetting the Shelby name behind it, the 5.8, the joy behind this raw, I want to swear, but I won't. I'll try not to. But it's just raw power. So that's one thing. And for that power, the traction. Is that an issue in these cars? Yeah, it is. So this car, when I got it, picked it up, it had G2s, the Gt500 G2s. Horrible. Do not recommend it. Not at all with this platform. Reason being is I just sit there and spin and spin. It's just, you get the point. On here right now, I have the Nittos again, but these are the R2s. A way better tire all around. I can take off and launch pretty well. I might spin a little bit, obviously, but it does, pick up and grip, and I take off. But these tires are pretty good. I'm just stepping on all kinds of things around this shop. Here we go. So you got it there, NT555 R2s. Sorry if I sound out of breath. I've been moving around a lot and moving the shop truck out. Like I said, I just got done doing a bunch of things. I've been going out there and back in, and it's just been a disaster. Still looks good, though. I got to actually detail this, and I mean, it may look clean to you guys, maybe on camera, I have no idea, but it's just a little dirty. I got to break it down and start detailing and getting it ready for spring, which is technically right around the corner. Let's talk about the brakes, too. These brakes, amazing. I know there's better brakes out there, but you got to think, from the 13 and 14 models, back in this, 13, 14 era, these brakes are amazing. The only thing that throws me off, and I get it, there's a reason for it, but Brembo's up front, not in the rear. Why? But I get it. Something about the balancing and the price, and yeah, that's a whole nother story. But let's go on to the next chapter. Oh, what do you know? Like I said, I don't know if I said it or not, but the shop is messy. I got the BMSs over here with the Mickey ET Street R's. Again, these tires are great for the rear. Yeah, check out those kicks. Who knows what these are? Tell me in the comments. But these tires are amazing. The these are Mickey Thompson. Mickey ET Street R's, amazing effing tire. Just telling that, I'm just going to say that right. Whoa. This might beat me. Just saying. It might do, that might do it too. Let me tell you. Let's get over here. Fuel. I don't know. Let's talk about the fuel and stuff like that. I mean, first of all, you got to respect the car. Like I said, a lot of power, raw power. It's all there. You could easily lose control on one of these cars. You got to know what you're doing, man. Fuel. Well, why did I buy it for fuel, right? Who cares? But the fuel really isn't that bad. But I suppose the more you put into it, the more power you push out, fuel might be a problem for you. So there is that. You got to respect that. Any repairs, the reliability, I'm going to tell you something. This car basically is bulletproof up until the 850 range. I'd say 800 to be careful, to be safe. But 850 is a good bet that you might want to start tearing apart this motor to, handle the more power, so to speak. So 850 is the place where you kind of want to stop and not push so much. Should we pop this? It's been a while. Now, one of the maintenance things I had to do on this car, everything's been great. It's been, really, really reliable. I did install the expansion tanks here because we did a BMP triple bypass dual fan heat exchanger. Obviously, heat soak can be a problem with these cars. But I did have this wire down here as an issue, not allowing this to turn on, to cool off, flow through here. So we had a little bit of a wire issue with mainly the plug-in. If I could see, it's down here, I believe, yeah. So basically all I did was get a new plug-in for that wire and snip, boom, done, and it worked. But, it could have been from me installing these tanks, that BMP heat exchanger, messing with these wires, and maybe it wasn't in there very good, and therefore the clip broke off inside. Like I said, it could have been a me issue. That's fixed. Otherwise, the car's been dang good. Obviously, if you guys follow the channel, this car has been in an accident, which sucks. It was not me. I know what you're thinking. It was, hitting crowds. Yeah, maybe. No. Someone wasn't paying attention, texting and driving, hit right here, this side right here. We got it back fixed. It's not totaled. It's just they hit it not paying attention, buckled the wheel, which took me, it was a pain to find these wheels. They don't make them anymore, the TSW Bathurst wheels. So that was a pain. And then, and here was bent a little bit, obviously, but frame-wise, nah, we were pretty good. But new intake and stuff on the side, new headlight, new bumper, new stripes. I mean, the whole car's been painted. Everything's been, it's been amazing. It's a great turnaround. If you guys haven't seen that video, you can. Again, that's not the car's fault, nor my fault. I'm actually a pretty dang good driver. It's just that somebody decided to text their boyfriend and whatever, right? It sucks. That has to happen to the dream car. But let's get on to the next chapter, all right? Man, we're back again. Oh, you're looking at me now. Cool. Not really. Anyway, insurance-wise, I've had some people ask me about the insurance on this car. I guess it really just depends on, well, you. How young you are, how's your record, stuff like that. My insurance for this car is not that bad, considering I'm basically, well, tomorrow, I'll be 39. Ouch. That actually hurts a little bit. But yes, my record's pretty good. Surprisingly. And with that being said, my insurance isn't that bad. But I also have a bundle with all my cars, my trucks, my house, and all that, so it kind of helps out and weighs it out. Now, with this car, the reliability, being as great as it is, right? An all-around really good car. Do I regret anything at all? No. As you can see, it's a little cold in here, but no. With my kids, you guys know I have, well, some of you know I have kids. With that being said, is it easy to take my kids around? Yes, actually it is. It's not that bad. Putting car seats in, if they're like, say it's a newborn, probably not, because the car seat's got to go the opposite way. Once they get old enough to face forward, it's not that bad. It's actually pretty easy to do. And I've been doing it for car shows and going to Cars and Coffee, like I said, and I bring my kids with me, and that's something I wanted to do. I thought about buying a ZR1 Corvette in the past. I thought about doing something crazy and, you know, maybe a Lambo, but I never did. I decided to go with what my dream always been, which is a Gt500. I went this route knowing that if I bought this car, I can take my kids on rides with me, and it's something I kind of wanted to bring them with me to show them, hey, this is what Dad does. And it's not just for you guys or the channel. It's more so of me just doing it because I want to be around my kids. I want them to experience the things that I experience. If they like that, cool. If they don't, hopefully they find something that they love to do. But it's just something I want to do as a family, is going out to these, you know, shows or events, or like I said, Cars and Coffee. And sometimes we'll pick up snacks out there, and after that, if there's nothing out there, like at these shows, I'll take them out to dinner. You know, we'll go out for a nice cruise in the car and get some food. Now, speaking of that, cruising in this car and having the glass roof, does that make a big difference? I mean, not entirely. The only thing I can say that's a downfall with having a glass roof is the fact that it weighs more. I can't tell you exactly the weight. I just know that it weighs just a little bit more, probably a lot more, but I love it. I love being able to look up and see up and look at all the stuff. And I'm going to tell you something. My wife loves it more than I do, because every time we go anywhere where we live, there's a lot of eagles and hawks and stuff that fly around. And she can see them clear as day looking right up. And it's enjoyable. And nighttime cruising with the wife, sometimes I'll take her out and have a nice, you know, husband-wife date. You got to have that once in a while. And at nighttime when we drive back and she's looking up, you can see the stars. I mean, again, that depends on the night. But with all that extra stuff talking about this car, I think that's, I mean, it's an amazing overall car. So really, I don't regret anything about it. I don't know what else to really talk about. There's got to be a few more things. Look, it's holding up pretty well. Yeah. Like I said, I still got to detail it again. It's been sitting most of the winter hooked up to the battery tender. But it's been an amazing car. As you guys can see, it's tuned over here, Lund Racing. Thanks to them. But yeah, otherwise, the car's been phenomenal. It's been amazing. And one more thing I do want to talk about with these GT500s, especially the 13 and 14s, with their value. Do they hold value? Is this a car that you can buy, and will it lose value or gain value? I'm going to tell you right now, if you're getting a 13 or 14 GT500, that value is going to stay up pretty high. I think down the road, considering in today's world, due to the fact that Ford and Shelby don't really work together anymore, it's more of a Dark Horse SC taking over, or the Dark Horse platform taking over for Shelby. I would say that these are going to go up even higher in value. And people have asked me, what do I think about the new, Dark Horse SC? How do I feel about that? Would I buy one? Probably not. I mean, I'm not trying to diss the car. I'm just saying It's still got some GT500 parts on it. Is it really its own car yet? I don't know. I can't really say. Is it pretty sick and cool? Yeah. It's a phenomenal car. Would I take it over this? The answer is no. I can't let go of something like this. It's legendary. It's a timepiece. It has Carroll Shelby's stamp on it, basically. It was one of the last cars that he was able to create before the passing. It's a legend in its own. It's still got the 5.8 where they really haven't made anything bigger than me. Don't get me wrong, the Coyote motors are amazing and there's so much you can do to them. And I hope they keep pushing that platform to its absolute best. But I'm saying for this, I can't let this go. Now, would I ever sell it for, say, some outrageous price? I don't know. I don't know. Because realistically, money talks when it comes to, your family and maybe buying a bigger house. And, sometimes you got to think that although I love this, sometimes family is more important. So could I let this go? Yeah, there could be a possibility. But right now, no, that's not even on the menu. I can't, I don't know. Because like I said, when it comes to hard times and you're trying to push forward in life, someone like me would just have to work more or work harder to achieve certain goals like that house without letting this go. So there's that as well. So is this a phenomenal car overall? What's my absolute take? I think if you can afford it and you can jump on it, life is short, get one. I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed by this model, especially the 13 and 14 GT500s. This car is one of the most phenomenal cars ever built, and I'm being honest with you. This is coming from someone who drives their car. I don't save it for the next guy. I drive it. So, honestly, probably one of the best cars I've ever driven, and I've been through quite a few cars. And I've been in many other cars, and I've test drove many cars. This one is amazing. It can scare you. You got to be careful. You have to respect it. But it is an amazing effing car. Hopefully this video helps you guys. I really, really do. I mean, I don't know. I'm just Pedretti, I'm just out here just winging it out here on this channel. But I figured, you know what? It's been a while. I've owned this car a while. Why not give you an update on how I feel coming from a guy who drives it? You know what I mean? And I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that I am so happy that I made this decision in my life to get one of these cars. Because going through the rough times in my life and even losing my father, I remember we lost a kid too as well. That was, we were like basically 5-6 months into it. We lost our son Maverick. So that was a hard one too. We took a lot of hits in my life, in our families, including my wife's side, losing her father, and now my brother-in-law, which was a hard hit. So life is short. And owning this car has not only helped me get through that stuff, but really push myself beyond. It's hard to explain. Hopefully you guys can understand that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to dip, bounce, whatever. Hopefully you guys liked the video. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry for that. I have a lot going on. I'm still working, still grinding. I'm going to keep doing what I can for this channel as well. I'm on TikTok quite a bit too. And, I mean, it's a dream come true. So, again, I recommend it. I recommend it right here. If you're thinking about it, you better do it. All right. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Thank you. Thank you all.